Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and the birds are chirping and little sprinkles out there, and Earth is coming alive. It's a good day. So, hope you're all already having a good day, what amount of it you've had. If some of our Aussie friends hop on here, then they've pretty much had their day. Welcome to whomever popped on. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Thinking it might be Cindy, but we'll see. We'll see who waves. So we have a wonderful card today that I think is going to be, yes, there's Cindy. Good morning, good morning. And we have someone else on here also. Welcome. Glad you're here. Carolyn, welcome. I'm growing my hair out. And of course, now we're in that awkward teenage stage. So yeah, and then it's raining out. So it's kind of like humidity. So I'll look like a mop head in short order here. But my daughter and I are going to Oshkosh for a thrifting extravaganza. I think that will be quite fun today. It's supposed to rain most of the day, so why not go do something fun? Our card for today comes from the Allowing Prayers deck by Siobhan Nash, and it's 57 invitations to spark a conversation with your soul. And I love this little deck because it always poses questions for us to really chew on and sink into and make decisions about. Because sometimes when we answer one of those questions, we decide, yeah, that's got to change. So let's just take a couple of nice deep breaths. And I hope you notice some positive outcomes from yesterday's tapping experience. Breathing and releasing. And know that you can tap anytime, anywhere. The biggest thing that most of my coaching clients say about the tapping is, well, you always come up with these great things to say and then we tap on those. I don't come up with great things to say. My thought on that is you don't even have to really come up with anything to say. Good morning to whomever else. Oh, Lori Wareham. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you are here. You don't really have to come up with anything to say. You can just tap on the points and your intention is enough. So let's say your intention is feeling kind of sluggish today, just want to perk up a bit. Repeat that. Feeling kind of sluggish, just want to perk up. Feeling kind of sluggish, just want to perk up. Over and over and over. That's fine. Maybe you pick one, your intention, and tap the whole circuit a couple of times on that. Maybe you just do silence. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to be perfect at this stuff. Isn't that lovely? We get to be exactly how we are, and it works out just fine. Okay, so our Allowing Prayers card for today, an invitation to spark a conversation with your soul. And this one actually has 3 questions. Most of them usually have 2. This one is so good, so important. We get 3 questions. So, and Cindy, if you wouldn't mind putting them in the feed for us each time, that would be fabulous. Thank you. It's allow leniency. Allow leniency. Notice if you even have a reaction to that word. Because for most Americans who do the, I have to perform, I have to be, good at all the things I do, blah, 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 allowing leniency doesn't sit real well. But wait till you hear these questions. They're pretty darned awesome. So here is the first one. Where are you currently pushing yourself to perform? Where are you currently pushing yourself to perform? And I have 2 places that I see that popping up right now. One is with the intentional community idea. I feel like I should be out there talking to people all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can do that yang kind of thing, the divine masculine, go seek, find, conquer, blah, blah. But you can also do the divine feminine thing. Open, come this way. I have something to offer you, etc. Okay, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. So where are you currently pushing yourself to perform? The second one where I'm seeing myself do that is in regard to my birthday sale for coaching sessions. And then I go to sleep last night and I wake up and someone has purchased a coaching package. So it can be that I'm sending this out. I have this to offer. If you'd like it, feel free to come this way. And I do send out a fair number of emails about it. And I've had people say to me, why do you send so many emails? And then I share my story from my friend Jerry, who I think it's got to be 1.5 years since she passed. But I was offering a workshop. and I was putting out a lot of emails about the workshop. And the day of the workshop, she calls me in a frenzy and goes, I see you're having a workshop. Is it too late for me to come? I'm like, no, go ahead and sign up. That's fine. You can certainly show up. I said, but do me a favor. Go in your emails and scan for that particular workshop title. She had 6 unopened emails prior to the 7th one that she actually opened and decided, yes, I'm going to go. So that's one of the reasons that I send out a lot of emails, because some of you are on my email list and you're probably going, why does she send so many emails? That's why. People blow it off. I'll go back to that. I'll read that later, whatever. And they never get to it and they miss out on some cool opportunities. So that's another place where I see myself kind of pushing myself. Need to step more into the divine feminine approach of allowing and sending out that energetic tractor beam. Where's my little card? Right here. The yin energetic beacon. This one is actually for calling in people for the intentional community idea, but it works for anything. You just send out the energy of, okay, I have something to offer you. Would you like to participate? All right, so there's our first question. Where are you currently pushing yourself to perform? Good morning, Shirley. You're just in time. We have allow leniency. And our first question was, where are you currently pushing yourself to perform? Our second question is, what small thing could you do to ease the pressure? What small thing could you do to ease the pressure? So for me, the small thing I did was make that little card with an image of the yin marketing, the calling in of people who could benefit from what I'm offering. That's the step I took. So rather than, I need to make more phone calls, I need to go see more people, I need to post more stuff, blah, blah, blah. It was, no, I need to send out the energetic beacon. Hey, I'm offering this wonderful intentional community. Would you like to join me? And people will come. And the same for the coaching packages that run through May 6th. People will come. That's just how it's going to go. And the third question, this is the deep one. This is the one that gets you thinking, hopefully. Good morning, Lucy. Welcome, welcome. So here's the third question. How could being lenient with yourself create space for a better outcome? How could being lenient with yourself create space for a better outcome? And for me, one of the huge things is when I'm pushing on some kind of a goal, some kind of a door I want to have open, I am missing all the other doors and windows that are opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing. When I do I'm sending out the energetic beacon, I'm paying attention more. Who am I seeing? Who's kind of lurking in the periphery? Who, like even on YEMIGs, there's all of you who hop on and chat back and forth and send good mornings and all that stuff. And they're the lurkers, the ones who wait until after this is posted and then they watch it. Some people do that because they're not here early in the morning. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. But others wait till later to get on because they don't want anybody knowing they were on, which I think is kind of fun. So, and again, sometimes I lurk because if I feel like that person's going to be a hard seller, I don't want to be hard sold. I want to be invited. I like being invited. And so that's why I try to set my stuff up so it's invitational, so it invites you to participate. Same with YEMIGs, the early morning intuitive guidance. I invite you to participate. You don't have to sign on first thing in the morning. You don't have to sign on at all. But again, I just think these cards are so helpful in getting us to take a pause that we need to take and really look at our lives so that we don't get to the end of our lives and go, yeah, I was on autopilot the whole damn thing. I missed it. Being present, being as present as we can. Invitational is great. I agree. And I think that's far more of a divine feminine way of approaching things. I have this to offer. Would you like some? And if they say no, I don't have to run in the corner and cry. I can just say, okay, I'll see if there's someone else who's interested. And there's always people interested in what we have to offer because, again, we're shining a beacon. We're shining a light. Here, let me help you with this. We don't want to get into the, here, let me tell you how to do this, because I know better than you do. No, I don't. You're the one in your skin. You're the one doing this earth walk. You're the one in the meat suit. You're the best person to decide what it is that you need. But if I offer you A, B, and C, you can go, yeah, none of those. Or I think I'll do B. Or I like them all, pack them up, whatever it is. So, leniency, that idea of being kinder and gentler to ourselves. Oftentimes, we cut other people slack for the very same things that we get on our own backs about. Yes? We need to treat ourselves at least as well as we treat the other people in our lives. I vote we need to treat ourselves way better, in fact. But we need to treat ourselves at least as well as we would treat others. If we wouldn't fling a certain name at somebody, yes, we all do have our own audience waiting for us. And the important part of that is, and many of the deep thinkers have said this, particularly Marianne Williamson, if you don't step up into your greatness and offer what it is that you have to offer people, those people who are in your audience, the ones that you're meant to reach, are never going to get what they need, because they're not meant to get it from someone else. They're meant to get it from you. Okay? There have been life lessons. Let me just pick one. Well, this one. Be kind to yourself. Be at least as kind to yourself as you are to others. I've heard that lesson a million times from a bunch of different presenters, right? But there was the person who said it that I was meant to hear it from, where it went, boom, it connected. I got it. Okay? Yes, exactly. So know that you were put here to bring messages to certain people. And if you shy away from your message, if you do that false modesty thing of, what do I have to say to anybody? Who wants to listen to me? Those people are never going to get what they're supposed to get, because you were the delivery vehicle. Spirit gave you the message to bring forth, and you're not doing it. So let's start doing it. And it doesn't have to be this big, fancy, I put up a website, slap up a shingle. It might be, yes, our own true purpose. It might be we just have a sense of knowing with this particular person, there's something I need to point out. Now, having just had lunch recently with a friend of mine who was talking about a shared friend of ours who imparts her 2 cents worth, or what she gets for a download is what she calls it, without asking permission. She just dumps stuff, and sometimes that's not appreciated. And that was kind of in that reading from that one particular psychic, that a lot of people are going to be coming online and getting more information. So glad the timing was perfect for you. I know, I love that. But they're not going to have the discernment, at least not initially, to not just blurt stuff out. Ask permission. I'm getting something. Do you mind if I share it with you? No, I'd rather you not. Okay, then I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. It is not my thing to charge past someone's boundaries and put something out there that they're not ready for. So, ask permission. If I'm doing work for people energetically, let's say someone has asked me to do some surrogate work for a child of theirs who's struggling, when I do the work, I step into the energy space. First, I ask, is it safe and appropriate for me to do this? If the answer is no, I'm not doing it. And then I'll just get back to the person, refund their money, and say, it's maybe not time, or I'm maybe not the person who's meant to, or maybe that person just does not want to address this. This is part of their earth walk for right now, to be struggling with whatever they're struggling with. So asking permission is huge. Do you mind if I give you some feedback? Would that be okay? Again, if they say no, I'm shutting my mouth. All right? So today I would like you to practice leniency with yourself, allowing yourself to be divinely human, making mistakes, screwing stuff up, being lazy at times. I don't want to do that. That Mount Washmore that's sitting there, it's going to sit there another day because I don't want to. That's okay. That is okay. Give yourself a day to play hooky. A day. then you can come back and do something. Whatever it is, I'll throw one load in. Good enough. Yay me. Lots of cheerleading here. Lots of cheerleading. If you would cheerlead other people for something that they were going to do, you ought to be cheerleading yourself for that same thing. And I love doing that, and people laugh because I'll say it out loud, yay me, when I do something kind of little. Like yesterday, one of the things that I did was I was peeling the tape off of a room that my sister had painted. Got it all done, and I went, yay me. It's silly, but it's helpful. It lightens up your heart with all of this stuff. Okay? So have an awesome Sunday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are, including cutting yourself some slack. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.